my lifetime, do you think we'll ever have the end of gerrymandering so that we'll have fair elections?
No, ma'am. Next question. You will never. No, there's always going to be gerrymandering. And I'm going to tell you a quick story. And I know I got 2 minutes, and I'll tell this quickly. They were redoing the districts. Will Weatherford was a chairman of the redistricting committee in the Florida House, chaired it all. I came back from committee one day. I was in the Florida Senate. Will Weatherford was sitting there. He said, I need to speak with you. Sure, come on in. It wasn't the speaker at the time, but future speaker, next speaker. Come on in, shut the door. So I got to tell you that we're not going to be able to draw the congressional districts that the Senate wants. And I said, why? And he said, because Speaker Cannon at the time wanted to help a sitting congressman, and that they were going to have to draw the congressional districts differently to help that sitting congressman. I shook my head in amazement. This was the chairman of the redistricting committee. This was a future Speaker of the House, but he had gotten his orders from the present Speaker, Dean Cannon. This was after an overwhelming majority of people voted this type of stuff should not happen, but it did. And to answer your question, unfortunately, it'll probably never end.
Can I follow up on the gerrymandering question?
Yes.
Basically. Okay.
You want to do it with me now?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Okay. I just wanted to say that I wasn't sure if I heard you correctly. I believe you said you were. Could you just recap what you said about?
Well, certainly. During the redistricting time during the Florida legislature, I came back from a committee meeting. There sat the chairman of the redistricting committee, Will Weatherford, who needed to see me. Asked to see me. Of course, I said yes. He was also the future Speaker of the House, and he explained to me that House could not accept the Senate plan as far as the congressional redistricting plan. And I asked why, and he explained to me that then Speaker Dean Cannon wanted to protect a certain congressman, and to do that, they would have to draw the maps differently.
Which was a direct violation of Amendments 5 and 6 that the voters had passed.
Oh, without question. That is correct.
And then the follow-up work and what the judge found during the case
was exactly correct. Because the judge himself found that the Florida legislature did not comply with Amendments 5 and 6 that were passed overwhelmingly by the voters of Florida.
So what is the legal remedy?
Well, the legal remedy, if I'm not mistaken, has already been addressed as far as the congressional districts. The judge required the legislature to redraw the congressional districts, which they did. They were then sent back and approved by the courts. But now you have another issue regarding the Senate districts. The state Senate districts are now being challenged. And it'll be interesting to see what the courts do with that issue.
And what about the remedy as far as if somebody in the legislature is violating their constitutional oath? I take it Pam Bondi or,
well, I'll let those who are in positions to deal with that deal with it. As a state legislator, I don't have the authority or the jurisdiction to do anything at all.
And the little guy that you referred to in some of your speech, I guess they don't get...
The little guy and the little gal get the shaft once again. Yes, sir.
There is one remedy that was proposed. I work for St. Pete Polls.
Oh, excellent.
And Matt Florell.
I love your tweets and everything.
Oh, okay. That's Matt Florell. He founded St. Pete Polls.
Good guy.
And he drew up a proposal for multi-member districts. And he divided, it's posted on stpetepolls.org, but you divided the state, I think, into 4 major areas, and there would be 5 or 6 district members elected at large. And effectively, from from research, it shows that it makes it impossible to gerrymander.
Yes. I will say this, I'm a big believer that it should be those who are elected in office to draw the districts, because they're the ones that have to be accountable to the voters. It may not be bad to have someone to check off on that. We do have the courts, but sometimes the courts do not want to deal with the issue for whatever reason. But I don't know the answer to all of it, except getting more accountable, responsible, ethical people in office that are going to follow the Constitution.